10 interior design styles that define beautiful living. Welcome to the art of living spaces. Your home is not just where you sleep. It is where you think, where you dream, where you become who you are. The way light falls through a window, the texture of a wall beneath your fingertips, the silence of a room that has been designed not to impress, but to embrace. Tonight, we explore 10 interior design styles that have defined beautiful living across centuries and continents. From the minimalism of Japan to the warmth of Scandinavian hygge, from the grandeur of European classical to the honesty of mid-century modern. Each style is a philosophy. Each room is a statement about what matters. And the most beautiful homes in the world share one quality. They feel like the person who lives there. Not a showroom, not a museum, a home.
Scandinavian design begins with light. In countries where winter darkness lasts 18 hours, every design decision serves one purpose: to bring warmth and light into the home. White walls reflect the precious daylight. Natural wood, pine, birch, oak, brings the forest indoors. Wool blankets and sheepskin rugs invite you to curl up and stay. The Danish word hygge, which has no direct English translation, describes the feeling of cozy contentment, of candlelight and warm socks and good company on a dark evening. Scandinavian interiors strip away everything unnecessary. No ornament without function. No color without purpose. The result is spaces that feel both spare and rich, both minimal and deeply human. Brands like Muji, IKEA, and HAY have brought this aesthetic to the world, but the original Danish and Swedish homes remain the purest expression. A Scandinavian room says, "You have everything you need. Now sit down, light a candle, and breathe."
Japanese interior design is built on a concept the West struggles to understand: wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. A cracked ceramic bowl repaired with gold, kintsugi, is more beautiful than a perfect one because it tells a story. Tatami mats define the proportions of every room. Shoji screens filter light into soft, diffused poetry. The tokonoma, an alcove for a single scroll or flower arrangement, teaches that one beautiful thing is enough. Japanese homes use negative space the way musicians use silence. What is absent matters as much as what is present. Natural materials dominate: raw wood, stone, paper, clay. Colors are muted: charcoal, cream, moss green, the brown of wet earth. Furniture sits low to the ground, connecting the body to the earth. A Japanese interior does not try to control nature. It invites nature in, accepts its flaws, and finds perfection in the asymmetry of a single branch against a white wall.
Mid-century modern emerged in post-war America when designers like Charles and Ray Eames, Eero Saarinen, and George Nelson reimagined what furniture could be. They used new materials, molded plywood, fiberglass, bent steel, to create forms that were both functional and sculptural. The Eames lounge chair, designed in 1956, remains the most iconic piece of furniture ever created. Clean lines. Organic curves. No decoration for decoration's sake. Mid-century homes feature open floor plans, walls of glass that dissolve the boundary between inside and out, and flat or gently sloping roofs that hug the landscape. The case study houses in Los Angeles became temples of this philosophy, proving that modern design could be warm, livable, and democratic. Today, a well-placed Noguchi coffee table or a Saarinen tulip chair can transform any room. Mid-century modern taught us that good design is not a luxury. It is a right.
The Korean hanok is one of the world's most sophisticated housing traditions. Built with wood, stone, and clay, a hanok is designed to breathe with the seasons. The Ondol underfloor heating system, invented over 2,000 years ago, warms the home from beneath. The maru, an elevated wooden porch, catches summer breezes. The curved roofline follows the mountains behind it, a principle called borrowing the landscape. In Seoul's Bukshin village, hundreds of hanok have been restored and renovated for modern life. Young architects are creating neo-hanok that combine traditional proportions with contemporary materials. Concrete floors with ondol heating. Sliding glass doors inspired by paper screens. Courtyards that bring nature into the heart of the home. The Korean hanok renewal proves that tradition is not a cage. It is a foundation. When you honor where you come from, you discover where you are going.
Mediterranean interiors are built from the earth itself. Terracotta floor tiles, cool underfoot in summer, warm in winter. Thick stone walls that keep the heat out and the coolness in. Wooden ceiling beams, darkened by centuries of smoke and sunlight. Colors come from the landscape, the blue of the Aegean, the ochre of Tuscan clay, the white of Santorini limestone. Courtyards are the heart of Mediterranean life, outdoor rooms where families gather under grape arbors and bougainvillea. Wrought iron balconies, hand-painted ceramic tiles, linen curtains that billow in the sea breeze. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is forced. Every surface carries the patina of time and use. A Mediterranean villa does not need to be expensive. It needs to be honest. Real materials. Real craftsmanship. Real life lived in rooms where the sun has permission to enter.
A Parisian apartment is the most imitated interior in the world and the most difficult to replicate. The secret is restraint. Haussmann buildings, built in the 1860s, gave Paris its signature. Tall windows, herringbone parquet, ornate plaster moldings, marble fireplaces. But the genius is in what Parisians do with these bones. They mix periods fearlessly. A Louis XV chair beside a contemporary art photograph. An antique mirror above a minimalist console. Books stacked on the floor because the shelves are full. Fresh flowers always. Nothing matches perfectly, and that is the perfection. Parisian chic is not about wealth. Many of the most beautiful Parisian apartments are small, inherited, and furnished over decades. It is about having an eye, knowing when to stop, and understanding that a room with one extraordinary object is more beautiful than a room with 20 good ones.
Biophilic design is the most important movement in interior design today. The word comes from biophilia, the innate human need to connect with nature. Research shows that people in biophilic spaces are 15% more creative, 6% more productive, and report 40% less stress. Living walls of plants that purify the air. Indoor trees that bring the scale of nature into human spaces. Water features whose sound masks urban noise and calms the nervous system. Natural materials, wood, stone, wool, cork, that age beautifully and connect us to the earth. Singapore's Jewel Changi Airport, with its 40-meter indoor waterfall surrounded by forest, is the most dramatic example. But biophilic design works at any scale. A single potted fern on a desk. A window positioned to frame a tree. Daylight instead of artificial light. The future of interior design is not more technology. It is more nature.
Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing how we design our homes. AI room planners like Planner 5D and Room GPT can generate photorealistic renderings of your space in seconds, letting you try 10 different layouts before moving a single piece of furniture. Color matching apps analyze your existing palette and suggest harmonious combinations. AI-powered shopping tools scan thousands of stores to find the exact piece that fits your style and budget. Smart home systems learn your preferences, adjusting lighting, temperature, and music throughout the day. Philips Hue lights can simulate sunrise in your bedroom. Sonos speakers create room-specific soundscapes. And generative AI can now create custom wallpaper patterns, textile designs, and even furniture forms that have never existed before. The democratization of design is the greatest revolution since the Bauhaus. Good taste is no longer something you are born with. It is something technology can help you discover. Every style we have explored tonight shares one truth. The most beautiful homes are not designed to impress visitors. They are designed to nourish the people who live in them. A chair that holds your body perfectly after a long day. A window that frames the exact view that calms your mind. A kitchen where cooking becomes meditation. A bedroom where sleep comes easily because every detail conspires toward peace. You do not need a mansion. You do not need an architect. You need attention. Look at your home with fresh eyes. Remove what does not serve you. Add what brings you joy. Let the light in. Let the air move. Choose materials you want to touch. Surround yourself with objects that mean something. Your home is not a container for your life. It is a participant in your life. Make it worthy of the person you are becoming. This has been The Art of Living Spaces by Anima. The journey will continue. Until next time. The Art of Living Spaces by Anima. The journey will continue.